I will now call the November 20th, 2017 Blue Springs City Council meeting to order. If you would stand with me, observe a moment of silence, and I will lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Want to welcome you in attendance as well as those that might be watching on cable TV. Next, we want to invite Colonel Hugh Mills from the Undersheriff for Jackson County. I think you have a presentation to make.
Consent agenda.
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the City Council, Chief, it's good to be with you tonight. My name is Hugh Mills, Undersheriff, Jackson County, Missouri, and I am from southeast Arkansas, specifically the town of Monticello, which is located 16 miles from the town of Warren in Bradley County, where your mayor came from. I am a Vietnam veteran, so is he. I'm a Republican, so is he. We both attended segregated schools. I'm happy today to tell you about a program on behalf of Asa Hutchinson, the governor of Arkansas, who presents certificates to noted Arkansans who leave the state and distinguish themselves either in their personal or their private life. There are 5 Arkansans that have been so honored in the Kansas City metro area. I happen to be one of them. The state song of Arkansas is the Arkansas Traveler. This program honors Arkansans who have left the state and who have distinguished themselves. And tonight, Carson Ross is the most recent awardee. I met with Governor Hutchinson on Veterans Day in Hot Springs, Arkansas. He sends you, Mr. Mayor, along with the Attorney General and the Lieutenant Governor, his warm wishes. So, on behalf of the Governor, the Lieutenant Governor, and the Secretary of State of the great state of Arkansas, I'd like to present this Arkansas Traveler Certificate to Mayor Carson Ross. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
We skipped around the agenda just a little bit because Colonel Mill had to leave, so we'll go back to consent agenda, but it's quite an honor to be able to be recognized. And he gave you a little bit of history about us both because I think Colonel Mills and I are close to the same age. And we grew up during a time when things were segregated. But both of us left the state of Arkansas, and I suppose we've done okay to be Arkansans. So anyway, I appreciate the honor, and we will hang this. I'm not going to hang it yet. I'll wait until we get the office renovated. I don't want to hang it and have to take it back down.
Your Honor,
Yes.
there are those of us who want to know if you know the state song of Arkansas and want to sing it for us.
No on both accounts. You know, I guess I could do a suey for the Razorbacks, but that's about it. Okay, let's go to the consent agenda. Unless there are items to be pulled, I accept the motion for approval.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kaler.
Aye.
Councilman Levinson.
Aye.
Councilman Fowler.
Aye.
Councilman Carter.
Aye.
Councilman Edmondson.
Aye.
Councilman Culpepper.
Aye.
Mayor Ross.
Aye.
Carried unanimously.
Next, we have a public hearing on Premier RE LLC, East 40 Brewing, Main Street Center Redevelopment Corporation project.
Mayor, the city has the following exhibit to enter into the record. City Council information form dated November 13, 2017, from Economic Development Manager Mark Stombaugh with the following attachments. Main Center Redevelopment Corporation Board of Directors meeting minutes from October 10, 2017. Notice of public hearing, letter to taxing jurisdictions sent on October 26, 2017. Taxing jurisdictions distribution list, tax impact analysis, certified mail receipts, and bill number 4529 with abatement agreement attached as Exhibit A. This is all we have to offer for the record.
Thank you. Mr. Mark Stombaugh on behalf of the city.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Good evening, Council. Pleasure to be with you tonight to present this project for the Main Center Redevelopment Corporation. In terms of background and history on that, as you know, the Redevelopment Corporation was established in 2001, and over the years we've amended that. We've actually amended it 12 times in its current amended and restated development plan just here within the last year. So in September of this year, we received an application from Premier RE, as the applicant, intending to redevelop a project at 1201 West Main Street into a brewery and tap room on that main level of that building. The project will require a significant capital investment that will allow them to significantly renovate both the interior and exterior of that property with new finishes throughout. The applicant's budget is included as one of your attachments too. I'll let him speak to some of the cost items if you'd like to, as they've evolved over time. But the bill before you will approve the proposed project and the abatement agreement between the Main Center Redevelopment Corporation and the applicant, Premier RE LLC. The abatement agreement, again, controls the terms and conditions under which the City Council is approving a tax abatement for that project. It is limited in the following ways. It would be for the maximum of 25 years. It would be 10 years at 100% and 15 years at 50%. The abatement will be terminated earlier than that 25 years if it met the maximum allowable cap, so it is an either or in that instance. In this situation, it doesn't appear that the capital invested would be recouped within that 25 years. As I mentioned, the applicant is with us today and can certainly speak to any of those budget items. The application was reviewed by the MCRC board on October the 10th and received unanimous approval. Staff recommends approval of the item for you tonight, and I think just highlighting the opportunity to both get the property redeveloped on the real property side, but to encourage a sales tax generator in that Main Street corridor is a positive to us. And I did want to point out, and I think Cheryl was able to provide you some updated copies of the ordinance, a little Scrivener's error. If you see in the section 1 of page 2 of the ordinance, it references a maximum of 5 years, and then down further in section D is correct when it references 25 years. So the rest of the documents were all consistent and clearly showed the intent and what was approved by the MCRC board of 25 years. I'd stand for any questions as well. Our outside counsel, David Bushek, is here if you had any for him.
Are there any questions of Mark from the council? Seeing none. Thank you, Mark. Applicant like to come, be sworn in, and make any comments?
I do. David Mann, 1515 Southwest 19th Street, Blue Springs, Missouri, 64015. Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. Happy to be here tonight to represent my company's East 40 Brewing and Premier RE as it pertains to the construction project that we're hoping to get started here in the next month or so. Mark mention the improvements that we're planning to do are pretty substantial. Just to give you an idea of some of those, on the outside, what you're going to see is redoing the awning that's there, the fascia on it, reshingling it, doing an outdoor patio area. We're going to paint the exterior, repave our parking lot, got to redo the roof, get some new equipment up there. That's on the exterior. On the interior, we've got just as much improvements to do. We've got to do fire sprinklers throughout, bring it up to code. We've got to completely redo the electrical and the plumbing and the HVAC, rebuild the walls, do all our finishes. So we've got our work cut out for us over the next few months. So our goal is to try to get that done and get the doors open in late spring, shooting for May of 2018. And just to speak about what the project is, I mean, we are a brewery and tap room, so we'll be manufacturing, craft beers of all varieties, and then we'll be serving it directly, to patrons that come in, but also try to cater to everybody. So if you're not into beer, we'll have beverages, alcoholic and non. We'll have food, we'll have games, music. So really just want to, aim to be kind of a community center for people to come together, around these locally created products and just have a good time. And, like I said, I think that we're really excited to be doing this. First of all, to be opening a brewery, but to be doing it in downtown Blue Springs. And I think that this program, the MCRC, is a really great program. I think it's really effective in meeting its goals. It's certainly enticed us and allowed us to choose a location and to do the level of improvements to that location that we have proposed to do that we otherwise wouldn't be able to, just getting started and getting our doors open. So with that, I'll turn it back over. Any questions that you guys have about it?
Any questions from the council?
Your Honor.
Councilman Carter.
Most of us just came back from Charlotte, North Carolina, and we rode the train, which we don't have here yet, but one day we will,
Work on that.
to an area of town where there were a lot of millennials and a lot of these types of establishments. And it was really exciting to see groups of people gathering with entertainment and games, and they were even bringing their dogs there. They had food trucks available. So I think all of us were really excited about what we saw and looking forward to seeing that here.
Absolutely. Good to hear.
Anybody else? So I would imagine if things goes well as anticipated, when the clock springs forward, you'll be ready to open, right?
That is the goal.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for you. I mentioned this to you before we started the council meeting. This will certainly be a feather in my cap with the mayor of Raytown bragging about his microbrewery there. So tell him he has nothing on us.
That's right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Is there anyone else? Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in support of? Yes, come up and be sworn in and make any comments you'd like to make.
Ray Rankin, do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this case to be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please your name and address.
My name is Drew Smith, 17006 East 31st Street South, Independence.
What's the address again?
17006 East 31st Street South, Independence, Missouri.
Okay, so the floor is yours.
Good evening. I run a local cigar shop down the road. I've known one of these guys here for quite a while, and we've been spreading the word out to all my customers, and we all seem very, very excited to support this business and try out different new exciting beers and just have another fun local place to go to that's a little unique than some crazy franchise stuff. So we're very excited to have something just new. That'll be it.
Any questions from the council? Matt, thank you for your testimony. Anyone else in the audience like to speak in support of? In support of? Opposition to? Opposition to? We'll close this public hearing.
Your Honor,
Yes.
we talked about having seen the brewery when we were in Charlotte a couple of days ago, and I was so impressed with the number of people that came and interacted, and it wasn't just people coming to drink. They came to talk and to socialize. As Councilman Carter mentioned, they brought their dogs, they brought their kids, and so I think this is going to be a tremendous place to go. And I'm very excited about our community getting this brewery, and I am very happy to see this happening.
That being said, would you like to introduce?
I will introduce it, Your Honor.
Okay. Introduction and reading of Bill 4529.
First reading of Bill Number 4529, an ordinance approving the East 40 Brewing project under the amended and restated Main Center redevelopment plan and approving an abatement agreement for the project.
Move the bill be approved on its first reading and proceed with the second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion?
Do
Councilman
we
Fowler?
need to amend the ordinance to say 25 years versus 5?
Yeah.
Or was that understood from the public hearing?
You don't need to do an amendment.
Okay.
Okay. Any other?
If I may, Your Honor,
Yes.
just for the record, as most of up here know, and probably not the audience out there, the building in which this is going in used to be mine, and it has sold. David is the owner, so therefore there's no legal attachment from myself. So I will be voting on this.
Okay. Very good. Anybody else? Not all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All same sign. Motion carried.
Second reading of Bill Number 4529, an ordinance approving the East 40 Brewing project under the amended and restated Main Center redevelopment plan and approving an abatement agreement for the project.
Move the bill be approved on second reading, given the appropriate ordinance number.
Is there a second?
Second.
Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Levesey?
Aye.
Councilman Fowler?
Aye.
Councilman Carter?
Aye.
Councilman Edmondson?
Aye.
Councilman Culpepper?
Aye.
Councilman Kaler?
Aye.
Mayor Ross?
Aye.
Carried unanimously, given ordinance number 4699.
Next, we have introduction and reading of Bill 4530.
I'll introduce it, Your Honor.
Okay.
First reading of Bill Number 4530, an ordinance authorizing an agreement with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission relative to US 40 Highway and Southeast Adams Dairy Parkway Communications Improvements, J4P 3214B.
Move the bill be approved on its first reading and proceed with the second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Second reading of Bill Number 4530, an ordinance authorizing an agreement with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission relative to US 40 Highway and Southeast Adams Dairy Parkway Communication Improvements, J4P 3214B.
Move the bill be approved on second reading, given the appropriate ordinance number.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Fowler?
Aye.
Councilman Carter?
Aye.
Councilman Edmondson?
Aye.
Councilman Culpepper?
Aye.
Councilman Kaler?
Aye.
Councilman Levesey?
Aye.
Mayor Ross?
Aye.
Carried unanimously, given ordinance number 4700.
Next, we have introduction and reading of Bill 4531.
I'll introduce it, Your Honor.
First reading of Bill Number 4531, an ordinance approving final plat for Parkway Estates PRO 27th plat, lots 88 through 113, and tract Q2.
Move the bill be approved on its first reading and proceed with the second.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Second reading of Bill Number 4531, an ordinance approving final plat for Parkway Estates PRO 27th plat, lots 88 through 113, and tract Q2.
Move the bill be approved on second reading, given the appropriate ordinance number.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Carter?
Aye.
Councilman Edmondson?
Aye.
Councilman Culpepper?
Aye.
Councilman Kaler?
Aye.
Councilman Levesey?
Aye.
Councilman Fowler?
Aye.
Mayor Ross?
Aye.
Carried unanimously, given ordinance number 4701.
Next, we need a motion to adopt resolution number 88-2017.
I'll
approving-
introduce it, Your Honor.
You don't have to, I just need a motion to.
So moved, Your Honor.
Is there a second?
Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. That brings us to mayoral announcements. Let's not forget, Thursday is Thanksgiving. And certainly, I hope you all have made big plans to do a lot of eating. I'm not gonna say turkey, because I'm not a big turkey eater. But if you like turkey, eat it. But
We would
anyway.
never call you a turkey.
Said you're not a big turkey, is that what you?
Yeah, that's it. And that's gonna bring some thoughts to Putney. You've heard a little bit about the National League of Cities City Summit Conference in Charlotte, North Carolina that we attended last week. And I think we're all impressed with the opening session that featured, one of the speakers was Mark Kelly, who is an astronaut. Also has a brother, Scott Kelly, that's an astronaut. He talked a little bit about his growing up and about his ventures into outer space and all. But I think the house came down when he introduced his wife, former Arizona Congresswoman Gabby Gifford. Still dealing with some physical and speech issues that she's still in therapy, but she still brought the house down. But one of the quotes that Mark said that I'm going to share with you tonight, and I quote, "None of us is as dumb as all of us," end quote. And that statement was made during some decisions on Gabby's health when she was shot, whether they would go in and do a particular surgery or not. And he wanted to get all the people together to get their opinions because he had to make that decision. And that was his thought process, is he wanted to hear from the least of those that may have been recognized as knowledgeable all the way to the actual surgeon. And so I think it's very fitting in most things that we do. That concludes my thoughts to ponder, and I don't have anything else to offer as far as visitors' appearance forms. And less than 30 minutes, if I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. About 22 minutes. We're adjourned.